Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick. Getting a leg up on life sciences research. Eli Lilly and Company and Purdue University announcing a strategic research collaboration that could see Lilly investing more than $50 million over 5 years and perhaps more in later years. In addition to the impact on the two institutions, Lilly and Purdue say the collaboration could also have a profound impact on efforts to create a life sciences hub in the state. For more on this new partnership, a big deal this week that was announced, let's bring in Lilly Research Labs Vice President and Chief Operating Officer Andy Dahlem and Purdue Executive Vice President for Research and Partnerships, Suresh Garamella. And gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Pleasure to be here.
Andy, I'll start with you. A big deal. Purdue and Lilly have a long history of having great relationships, but why do this deal?
We have had a foundational relationship and partnership with Purdue for many years, and this partnership was one that we'd look to expand. Our ability to deliver new and innovative medicines to market means that we need access to the brightest minds and innovators in the world. Many of those are within driving distance of central Indiana, and Purdue is one of those places where we found that scientific excellence.
We want to talk about what you hope to accomplish with this collaboration. In the early stages, developing improved delivery of injectable medicines is one of the goals here. Talk about some of the things, some of the outputs, if you will, that will be part of this collaboration.
So there's some physical limitations around giving some of the biologic or protein products that we make as innovative medicines. There's some limits to chemical solubility and how much volume you can inject in people in order to give a therapeutic amount of medicine. We believe by working with Purdue University, we can take advantage of their expertise in engineering and biophysics in order to improve the solubility and increase the amount of material that we can give in a single dose.
Yeah, Suresh, this is part of a bigger plan at Purdue. You were on the show just about 1 year ago talking about a huge investment in the life sciences, and this hoping to spawn things like this, I assume.
Absolutely. I think this is a great example of where we were hoping to go with our life science investment at Purdue. And I'm particularly, and I think many of my colleagues at Purdue are particularly excited and proud that it's a company headquartered in Indiana, one of the most prominent companies that we have this deep strategic partnership with. So it brings many different disciplines, including engineering and veterinary medicine and science and so on, to bear on problems that are core to Eli Lilly.
And the impact that this can have on that so-called ecosystem, if you will, for top talent in Indiana, this can potentially have a real impact there.
Right. I mean, there's not a better way to attract the best people from around the world, whether they be students at Purdue and our other universities, but also for the companies here. And I think overall what it does is to raise the level of tech talent in this space in Indiana. I think that the BioCrossroads study and such that places Indiana very high in life science exports and such, I think we're going to see major increases in those numbers based on an arrangement like this.
Yeah, and talk about some of the other goals. You talk about wanting to deliver quality ultimately to patients and things that make a difference. Talk about the success rate of drugs going into trials, and is this some of the things? These some of the things that can happen out of this partnership?
Absolutely. One of the greatest challenges that the pharmaceutical industry has is that when a medicine enters human clinical trials, only about 10% of those medicines actually make it to market. If we could improve the success rates of those medicines, take more successful medicines into late-stage clinical trials, we could reduce the overall expenses that we have, improve the number of medicines that actually make it to patients. So by collaborating with Purdue, making use of all of the scientists that Suresh has mentioned, the veterinary science program, the pharmacology program, the other areas of excellence, we believe that we can change the odds, improve our success rates, and get more medicines to patients who need them.
Only have 30 seconds left, but Suresh, as you look at this, we talked off camera, you said you don't really have a specific 5-year plan laid out. It's going to go over the course of 5 years with focus and investment, and could even extend beyond those 5 years.
Yes, I think that's one of the unique features of this agreement, besides the fact that it's the largest one we have with any private company, that together Lilly executives and Purdue folks will continually sort of monitor, nurture, and drive it in directions that are of great interest, and bring Purdue's strengths and to address Lilly's needs.
All right, it is a major collaboration, the largest single company collaboration in Purdue history. Suresh Garamella from Purdue, also Andy Dahlem from Eli Lilly and Company. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for watching Inside Indiana Business on YouTube. For the latest statewide business news, be sure to visit InsideIndianaBusiness.com and subscribe to our free daily e-newsletters by clicking on the link.